I will never know the full story or the small details, but I will always remember his descriptions of his sea of blood. Tom, not Thomas Lee, was my granddad. He was quiet and sullen and treated me like an angel from birth. But the unhappiness he constantly suffered was a secret I wouldn't learn until long after he was dead. The Lee family hailed from Flintshire, Wales. As middle-class coal miners, they moved to northern England at the boom of industry. Sarah Lee, my great-grandmother, had her only son on April 9th, 1918, Tom Lee. He grew up wanting to swim in the Olympics and admiring his father, James. James was a star player for the Bolton football team, and when James went to fight in World War I, Tom admired his father even more. At 16, he enlisted in the reserves and was shipped to France soon after the Nazis invaded Europe. Many months later, his regiment was ordered to retreat from Dunkirk. They were one of the last regiments to arrive. Each regiment was lined up in a rank to leave. He watched as men who broke that rank were shot by their own side, and some were hit by the Nazi bombs falling from beyond the cliffs. The boats came and left, and then the boats stopped coming. The few regiments left started to go mad with fear. Bombs continued to get closer, and there was a feeling of no escape. My grandfather walked towards the ocean. It was glistening red with blood. The white foam rolled the bodies that littered the sea. He took off his wool uniform, pushed past the bodies, and started to swim towards England. He swam as far and fast as he could, only hearing the bombs behind him. He awoke on a small fishing boat. The Scottishman gave him bread and a cup of hot tea. He fell in a deep sleep that he wouldn't awake from for 4 weeks. Meanwhile, his family had been told he was dead. When he knocked on their door 6 weeks later, his mother fainted. He re-enlisted again to be with the boys, and he ended the war in northern Africa. His story is similar to most men who retreated from Dunkirk, but that Red Sea would trouble him forever.